the Arts, and Bristol Myers Company in association with its divisions.
Yeah. All rise, open your eyes, no need to explain. I got a homie from the east and I'ma tell you his name. Never hang around lames, that's a part of his game. And if you show deep respect, he'll show you the same. Jeff undercard boxing, shook the world when he came. A lot of cats is playing, but his hands are insane. You can get steamrolled if you stand in the way. He a yardie from Flatbush, you cowards his cat puss. We used to feud like Bishop and Q, but he'll fuck you up quick if I give him the cue. From the city of Midwood, the south central part of New York, next to Bensonhurst and Borough Park. If it's a problem, don't even say shit. Just face this when you come across the Bay Bridge. No tolerance for BS or fake kids. Your blood clot crying. Just stop trying. Is Jeff Undercard prepared for the assignment? He bringing a appliance so cowards can't fight it. He might yoke you up if he feels slighted. He's spreading out toxins. It's undercard boxing. Yeah. Mad love and respect to my brother, man.
Hey, what's going on, boxing fans? Yo, right at the same time. I like that. Kind of like we teed it up.
Oh. Yeah. What up? No.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. How you?
I'm good. I want to talk this boxing, man. I want to talk this jumping ahead. This Thomas Hill, my brother. Salute.
Thomas, what's going on, player?
Loose gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Salute. Let's just recap the fights of last week. We had Itauma versus Dillian Whyte, Ray Ford. We had was it Philip Herkovich? Herkovich versus David O'Neal. We had some good boxing, like a solid boxing card over the weekend, and it's brought everyone to this now attention of the possibilities of what's next. And what I just wanted to discuss was boxing. What I wanted to discuss was did you watch any of the fights from last weekend? Were you able to
Which ones? I caught a few from this past weekend, right? I caught a few.
Yeah, I mean the DAZN card, because that was pretty much the main card. There was some pro box on Friday, but Saturday was mostly the DAZN. DAZN pretty much was had all of boxing pretty much on a tight hole yesterday. I mean Saturday. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We saw the highlights from the Dillian Whyte versus Itauma fight. He got him out of there in 1 round.
Itauma, bro.
I'm not gonna remember because I just think I don't know.
We'll get to it.
Fantastic, but it was Dillian Whyte.
Continue, yeah. Dillian Whyte versus Itauma.
What do you see as he's progressing in how he's developing? Like,
yo, he's sharp, bro. You know me. I was mad excited. I sent you that voice note. I'm about to move over here. Hold on. I sent you that voice note. And I was like, yo, this kid is the realest, bro. And I mean what I say, man. That kid is nasty, son. And like I said, it's yes, for sure, we need to see more. He hasn't gone proper rounds yet. But based on what I'm seeing, because now taking out Dillian Whyte, the speed at which he took him out, now it's more than passing the eye test. He definitely passes the test. Am I going to say he's a world beater yet? No. But is the list of guys who I feel like can beat him even shorter now? Yes. And once again, even me saying who can beat him, I'm going to be honest, based on the tools that he possesses and the IQ that I'm seeing, like you're talking Usyk. I would love to see him with a Jared Anderson, about the same size. They're both fast. I would see him beating Jared too. But only people I could think of that would be a banana skin for him, Ajit Kabayel, because he's about the same size, spiteful, very strong, great chin. But like, I'm gonna be honest, any of these older dudes, the AJs, Deontay, done. Joseph Parker would be a great fight. So he still has great fights.
What about a
but
Daniel Dubois?
he cooks Daniel, bro. He too
Okay.
sharp. He too sharp for Daniel.
Martin Bakole?
Martin Bakole, he cooks Bakole the same way Hunter cooked Bakole, but even better. Because Hunter, I was gonna say Michael Hunter is super sharp, but he's not a big guy, and he's not a power puncher at heavyweight. Itauma is a boxer puncher, a pure boxer puncher at heavyweight. So he would already possess the speed and agility that Hunter has, but just way cleaner and a stronger frame. So I can see him outboxing and catching Bakole. These dudes are too slow, bro. That to me is the key factor. This kid is so fast and so alert. I think Jared Anderson is fast, but he's a little sloppy to me.
What about Richard Torres, another upcoming prospect, undefeated?
I love Richard. I got mad love for Richard. Bro. I actually like Richard. I think he'll give a lot of people a good fight, but I think if he becomes champion, it can't be like it's not beating Usyk. And I can't see him beating Itauma. He has to like become champion like another way and then go fight those guys and get beat. If Usyk's still around, he gets beat by Usyk.
Yeah,
and
my thing is, how does he skip the line after a Dillian Whyte performance? How does he now jump to the top of the heavyweight list and
ridiculous
becomes the guy who challenges a guy who's been reigning as champion since he stepped foot? He took, I believe, one fight before a championship bout.
No.
Usyk. Yeah, Usyk fought one guy before he fought.
Two guys.
Maybe two guys, yeah.
Because it was Tony Bellew, it was Witherspoon, Chisora, and then I believe it might have been AJ. And he took AJ's belts.
Right.
But double check that for me. I'm pretty sure either
for sure.
I can't remember a third heavyweight. There could have been a third guy. But either way, those first few fights at heavyweights were mid until he fought.
Right, but
AJ.
I'm saying he at least climbed the rankings to in a level that we believed. He was also undisputed at another weight class, which is why he was able to elevate himself and get up to the top ranking. So let's see. Before he became champion, he fought three guys: Tony Bellew, Chaz Witherspoon, and Derek Chisora.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing I was going to tell you. When you look at Itauma's record, his record is
Smokes
good.
Richardson. Can you see, by the way, the remarks?
Yeah. I see Thomas Hill said he smokes Richard. He smokes Torres. He smokes Torres. After what I've seen, I already thought that from the fight before, but after this last fight, I think he smokes Torres. Torres needs to show me more depth for me to say he's even a contender in that fight. Right now, Torres have a lot more building. But Itauma, if you look at his record, they moved him pretty quickly in relation to where the different contenders were. Yeah. It's also just because he made such easy work of them. But I want to say his last three contenders, people that he's fought, they've been in with like really good heavyweights before Itauma. So I thought this was a great step in the right direction. And I think now he needs to start fighting. He needs to go for a former world champion, someone who's in their prime that's a contender. I agree with you. I don't think he should be going for Usyk just yet. I just think they're rushing it.
Itauma versus Ajagbe. Two different names I can't pronounce. It would be a hard and just trying to figure it out. But 26-0, undefeated, 13-0. You think you're ready for world-class fighters? And Ajagbe.
Wait, who's 26-0? Ajagbe is not undefeated.
Who he lost to?
He lost to the Cuban. No, he lost to the Cuban who lost to Ajit Caballel. The Flash, the Cuban Flash. I think he beat him.
I mean, I'm looking at his record right here. It says 18-0. It says box rec, so you can't.
For F.A. Ajagba?
No, I'm not F.A. Ajit Caballel.
Oh no, he's undefeated. You are correct. Yes. Ajit Caballel is undefeated.
Caballel.
He's earned his spot.
Yo, shout out to Nip. This is for his birthday. This shit heat. 8/15 is also my mom's birthday, so it's a double. It's a double entendre.
Yeah, nice symbolism there.
Yeah. Good looking.
Ajit Caballel's legit. He's the legit.
Right. So how does he even jump in that guy? How was he?
So So no, bro, I agree with you. Actually. I
Marketing?
agree with
Is
you.
it the marketing or is it the
100% since he
the zone
came out.
propaganda?
I don't know about propaganda. He just got the push. He got the push that these kids, that every fighter would love to have. But I will say the kid earned the push from what I'm hearing in the gyms. So it's not like they just showed up. Like he was out here putting hands on heavyweights from 16, and they were like, "Yo, when this kid turns pro, he's gonna be nasty."
But
I don't know why he didn't go to. I don't know if he went to the Olympics or he was on the Olympic
I heard
team.
similar things when it became to Martin Bacoli, that he was giving Usyk and Tyson Fury like the work in the gym.
I believe it.
I know that he suffered a loss, which, you know, everybody you lose, and then it's like, all right, push him to the side. He ain't undefeated no more. Like he's no longer the main guy we're gonna promote. But he's someone who, if you're stepping in the right direction, even after a loss, that's what I'm saying.
You can't pass him. I agree with you.
There's so much food for him to take down before he goes to the dive.
Yeah. So
you got hit in the top of the head, Thomas. You got hit in the top of the
head. So here's what I'm thinking. If I were to push Itauma's career based on him fighting Dillian now, regardless of how we feel about the type of which Dillian he fought, in terms of Dillian's credentials and where he was in a heavyweight scene,
yes,
Dillian has fought several champions. Like I said, he had the BS interim belt. So I think I can understand if you were moving fast, 2 more fights before a championship. But to your point, I love all of the names you said. I would to me, it would be like a FA, then straight to Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? Somebody else, who said Daniel Dubois and somebody else? Give me the other person. We said Ajit Kabayel, but I like FA, honestly, FA might be below him.
Yeah,
FA might be below. I would have said Wardley.
Yeah,
Fabio Wardley or Ajit Kabayel or Fabio Wardley. No, Clark. No,
just
Clark
Fabio.
Don't prove nothing. Fabio.
Okay.
Fabio out here been putting lights out to dudes, even when you think he's having a hard time.
Yeah,
Hergovich. That's the next dude I was going to say. He lost to Daniel. And then to me, the cream of the crop, if he fit in 3 before Usyk, I would have said Daniel Dubois. Or I would have said if he could have got AJ, but I think him and AJ in the same camp, so I don't think he would do that.
That would be a legend. Like, if you think about, because I realize what's happening is heavyweight boxing has shifted more to Europe and the UK, which I know is kind of Europe, but it's more foreign, where we don't have that homegrown guy that we're heavy set on him and he's going to be the future. It's more international, and because of that, they don't carry the same level of attention. Like our heavyweights here, we push right to the top.
Yeah, when they're good. When they're good, we push them right to the top.
The problem is, though, there's such a saturation on that side. But if you're just going to leapfrog guys and not give them an opportunity to prove themselves, then no one's going to come out on top. Like I remember when boxing in the UK was, I call it, but a circle jerk. Everyone was fighting each other. Dillian White, Chisora, Parker, and eventually the cream of the crop, as it always does, it will rise
to the top.
Therefore, you get to see who's the top out there, and then they fight each other. Now, we never got to see Fury versus Joshua, which I think is still a good fight.
I still want to see that fight. I still think it's a good fight. But
these guys over there have to fight and have to prove themselves before going to world level.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, fighting Dillian should technically put him at world level, but he still should climb a couple of notches.
At 13 fights?
I think, it's fight. It doesn't matter. Lomachenko fought for a world title in his second fight.
If you listen, brother, that we need to remove Lomachenko from the record books. All right.
Okay, so if you remove Lomachenko, there's still a few young guns who are active now who fought very early sub-13 fights, contenders. Look at one of my favorite, Bam. Bam he hit the scene running 2 years ago and he hasn't stopped. So, and to me, when they threw him in
more fights, more guys at that weight to fight.
But here's the other thing. You know what I thought about?
Old champions, but
and here's the other problem. We have heavyweights in the American scene who are not active, who would be good tests. I didn't mention Michael Hunter, but technically on paper,
He's a
Michael
heavyweight.
Hunter he's a heavyweight and he's a great test. He still has a great record.
True.
Like I
Lost
said,
once or twice.
barely lost to Berkoli, and I think he lost to Usyk.
Yeah.
In the cruiserweight. So Hunter's resume is
And can box.
And he can box.
Yeah.
And he can box. You don't gotta worry about gotta worry about Moses getting knocked out in that fight. But you do gotta
Thing only has one loss. Michael Hunter only has one loss.
Oh, see. So I thought so. The
versus
Usyk.
Usyk.
Because he beat Berkoli. Exactly. He beat Berkoli, bro. Michael Hunter. He beat Berkoli. I think he's only 6'2". So, but once again,
resume.
He beat Berkoli. Trust me. I mixed it up. He beat Berkoli.
I die on that hill.
Because when you watch recent interviews with Berkoli before he fought FA, he said he wanted to get through FA to contend for a title, but he wants to get his one loss back. The one that true loss, which is the Michael Hunter loss, because that was a true loss. Okay. The Joseph Parker, he lost to Joseph Parker too, right?
Unless Box Rex is on the fritz right now, he has one. Michael Hunter has one loss and 2 draws. And
2 draws. Okay, draws.
Yeah, he has a draw with Jerry Forrester and Alexander Povetkin.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? Yo.
Oh, yeah, he beat McCauley. I'm sorry. You're right.
I
told you. 11-0. You're right.
Hunter don't get enough respect. But once again, Hunter's not active.
Activity.
Nobody gonna be asking for Hunter.
Listen, I'll call
Andy Ruiz would be a great fight, but he not active. So are you gonna give Itauma the credit when he knock out Andy? Because if he knocks out Andy, which nobody has ever done, that I would be amazed by that. But once again, he's not an active Andy.
Knocked out Ruiz?
No, nobody knocked out Andy. Andy Ruiz, nobody knocked out Andy
Ruiz. No TKO on that man?
No. Andy Ruiz don't get knocked out.
Andy Ruiz ain't never been laying down flat on his stomach?
Thomas Hill, I agree with you. Dillian White, he's my Jamaican brother, but I never thought he was championship material, but I always thought he would be a banana skin because he's strong, he got long arms, and he fights with his heart. But I think him being out the ring is what really caused the fight to be stopped, Jeff, for Dillian. Yeah. Because if you notice, I can bring you 3 fights post the Fury fight where Dillian got caught with 2 or 3 piece combos like that, where maybe not wobbled like that, but shaken up, and he came firing with that wicked left hook that he has.
Yeah, my man, back that time.
He couldn't even find it, bro. My man was bewildered. I have to use that word, bewildered.
Is it one of those things where he was just cold?
Too cold. Yeah. He looked a little dry too, if you think about it. He probably should have warmed up more.
He cut so much weight to try to get into the best shape as you've seen him in. He didn't move or at least fight with that type. Bro, it looked like he was just standing getting punched on. Yeah, he looked like a punching bag.
His timing looked off. Like I said, I still had him losing.
Maybe the kid's just that good.
What you said?
Or maybe the kid is that good. And I'm not saying that my eyes are not peaked up to the interest that he has or to the ability that he possesses, but world level is just too far a jump, in my opinion.
Too far a jump.
And I get what you're saying.
Too far a jump. He's there, bro.
But what people are saying is, what do you want him to fight? Alexander Usyk when he's 40? And I'm like,
no. I just think I agree with you. I think he needs because here's the thing. I think people need to think about it like this. Don't forget about the names because a lot of y'all don't know. A lot of y'all don't know half of these fighters anyway. But if you take away that, that's not coming for you. I'm just coming for people in general. I'm not coming for Thomas. Thomas seemed like he knows his stuff. But hear me out. What he has fought so far has been, this is Itauma. He's fought guys who have solid records, who have fought people who have either fought for a championship and lost, or fought champions 4, 5, 6 fights before they became champions. So him fighting Dillian, who literally fought for a title multiple times, that checks off a list. So to me, I don't think you should go too far back down to someone who hasn't even fought for a title, or who hasn't fought someone who's at least fought for a title. That's why I can respect the FA fight, because FA's fought Berkoli. Berkoli has fought Joseph Parker. He's fought Michael Hunter. 2 guys who have been in the elite mixed with former champions. Exactly. If he fights Jaron Anderson, Jaron Anderson is okay because he's a touted prospect, but he only fought Charles Martin, who's a belt holder. So it's not the same level of respect. Hrgovic, everybody's talking about him next. That's a good fight. He fought Triple D. He was touted high in the Olympics. That's a good fight. Ajit Caballel, he beat a bunch of guys who fought world champions. That's a good fight. You see what I'm saying? Lawrence Okoli, I cannot stand. He's trash to me, but he is a former cruiserweight champion. He's huge. Pause. That's a good fight. And I think he whitewashes Lawrence Okoli. Joe Joyce, I love Joe Joyce, man, but I think he's done. Thomas nailed it on the head. Joe Joyce is moving like Foreman in a pre-vegetated state. R.I.P. to King Foreman. Joe Joyce.
I was just about to read the comment.
Nah, I'm with Thomas is on with that, son. Joe Joyce, I don't know, bro. It's like he just lost his mojo. And now that his chin is compromised, he's done.
Zhang Zhang. I like
Zhang.
The Bloomfield Dynamic New Jersey night. You know what I mean? Took that.
Yeah, I like Zhang, bro.
Jaw twice.
Zhang and Itauma is a danger. I don't even know if I want to put Zhang in there.
Zhang.
Zhang is
oh, man.
I would put Zhang second. I would say Zhang needs to catch another win because now in the placement, Zhang dropped a little bit. If he catches a win, and Itauma can beat like a not even because if Itauma beats Caballel, he don't need to fight Zhang. He needs to go like Triple D, AJ, or Usyk. If I'm being honest, if Itauma,
who the hell is
yeah, that's Triple D's Daniel Dubois.
I get it.
Yeah, if he fights Caballel, he don't even need, like I said, and maybe Joseph Parker. It depends on how he goes. But to me, Joseph Parker, Triple D, AJ, that's the same rung, right? If Tyson Fury, I don't think Tyson Fury would ever fight
champion, contender for a championship. Like
those are all champions.
I understand how it works
Joseph
out
Parker was a champion.
Mathematically, globally, like
that works out.
How do you build? Yeah, how you build his prof? Exactly. You get him now.
Deontay was winning. I would do Deontay in there, but Deontay ain't winning, bro. He not winning nice. He beat that
Ruiz
regular.
Ain't never confirmed by Thomas Hill. Wow. Andy Ruiz ain't took a dirt nap yet.
Nah,
that's why I wanted to fight Wilder, bro. That's why I wanted that Wilder fight. I
think he would have beat Wilder.
What?
I think he would have beat Wilder.
Maybe.
Skills, bro. Skills. Because here's the thing. What it's not going to be as crazy as the AJ fight because Wilder is a dog. But the same thing that happened to AJ when AJ cracked Andy and Andy got up and shook it off like he just ate a Snickers. AJ whole face was like, "What's happening here?"
Yeah, I hate that. Get hard.
Clean.
All right.
Clean.
Come on.
And the same thing is going to happen to Deontay. Because look at Deontay's face when Fury got up. Regardless of how we feel about the count, whatever, Deontay never had that happen where you hit somebody clean flush and they got up and still had their senses. Andy Ruiz, I guarantee you, will have his senses. And he's going to get up. He get knocked down 3 times and he'll get up. And that speed is going to be a problem. Deontay's eyes does not work the same way. Him and his eyes and his legs don't match.
What'd you call it? Wilder's on the winning side. So sorry, there's a bunch. Thomas B, as you're talking, he's adding to the conversation as well. White got 4 L's, all by KOs. He's been in there with some heavy hitters, but the heaviest of hitters laid his ass down though. You know what I mean? Facts, I agree. Slower than Foreman. And
Thomas is Tom bringing
night. Yeah, before Malik Scott. Yeah, he changed his whole fighting style.
Oh, Tom, did you read that out loud? Slower than Foreman without Foreman's otherworldly timing. Yep. He's talking about Joe Joyce. I completely agree.
But
and like I said, I'm a fan of Joyce, but
what if now the WBO strips Usyk of his belt and orders Joseph Parker versus Itauma for that belt? That's how boxing works, man. That's the game. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button. Hit a comment. We here. We talking boxing.
Yo, I'm not liking that, bro. I'm not. Number one, I got a soft spot for Joseph Parker because
3 times undisputed, man.
Number one, I got. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, everybody.
It's all right. I get you. You're
That's a
passionate
great.
about
Yeah,
Joseph
I feel like
Parker
I'm getting mad
and
emotional.
his ability to what you call it to go in.
Joseph Parker, I got mad respect for dude. You know why? He seemed like a good person. So for me, no, I'm being honest, bro. I love to see somebody who got knocked down so many times and get back up, bro. It's inspiring. I think about it when I'm in the gym and I'm doing my last set and I'm like, yo, screw this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, people
What would
like
Joseph
that.
Parker do?
No, seriously. So, and I think he has great skills, good speed, solid power. I think he deserves to get the top of the top shot, which is fight for undisputed, because he keeps getting a runaround. That's my feeling. However, would it be fire if the belt was open? Yes. Would I want Itauma versus Joseph Parker? No. I would rather, hear me out, Joseph Parker for 3 belts against Usyk. He, in some fantasy world, beats Usyk, and then he gets the opportunity to really bring it home and fight the young gun, whoever the young gun beats, because the young gun is going to beat whoever's
if
there.
Joseph Parker beats Usyk,
that'll
walk
be
out
one
the
of the
ring,
greatest.
throw your belt on the floor, throw your gloves in the middle,
retire.
and say, "I ain't never coming back to this.
Don't come back.
I want no
Don't
rematch. Y'all cannot get me
No.
out of bed if I win that belt."
No, there's no recount. I'm not taking no more VADA tests. I'm not taking no more USADA tests. No, I'm done. I beat the thing. I came back. You know what I'm saying? No,
Get out of
I'm
there.
done.
Like out of there, like a robbery, yo. I don't want to do no interviews. I'm out.
Rocky Balboa effect. You got it, Thomas.
Yeah,
right on the money, son.
I'm out.
Who else?
That's it.
Yeah, hit the ball like they couldn't take it. Yeah, yo, bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a game changer. So that would be ideal. If Itauma fought somebody else, give him Hrgovic. He beats Hrgovic. Joseph, great fight with Usyk. Maybe Joseph gets lucky. He has 2 fights.
Rankings, because I know that it sounds like a pipe dream, but maybe that's the reason why they're pushing it, because he's in the rankings. So I'm gonna go. It can't be WBO because that's Parker. So I'm gonna go WBA. The rankings.
Yeah, I mean, on stage he said he was up there in the WBO, but I think he's up there in every single sanctioning body.
So the WBC is actually Caballero.
Is number 1?
He's the interim.
Yo, I can see Usyk avoiding him, bro.
That man has ran the gauntlet. I don't see him avoiding anybody. All right.
No. I mean, I can see Ajit Caballero. I mean, he's not that popular, so it's like you can lose to that man.
Oh, wow.
He just seemed like somebody to find a way to win.
You have Karbrat Polvel as the WBA world champion. I guess they got rid of that.
We got to work on your pronunciation, my brother.
I'm Jamaican.
Kubrat
Pulev. And you got Fabio Wardley as the interim.
Fabio Wardley. Ooh, I keep forgetting about my boy. He's good, Brian.
But hold on, right under that, you have Michael Hunter and Moses Atagma, 1 and 2 for the WBA.
Wow. So hold on, slow down for 1 second. WBA, Itauma, and Hunter.
Okay,
1 and 2.
No. So all right, so you have like the WBA world champion is Karbrat Polvev. Pulev. Then you have Fabio
Joshua beat him
as the interim champion. Those are the champions.
Wow.
Like interim. But then right under at 1 and 2, you have Michael Hunter, who has the gold.
Ooh,
and then Moses, who's number 2.
Yo, they're gonna try to skip Hunter because he's a banana skin. But Hunter not beating Itauma. Itauma got everything Hunter got and then some, unfortunately.
He got the power. I'm gonna go
check the power, bro. He got the power. He's more of a natural heavyweight. I also think they need to.
You don't think he's small?
You don't think he's small?
I'm asking you.
Itauma?
Yeah.
6'4". But I think on check box right, because somebody said that he was 6'2", and I'm like 6'2" where? That Dillian White is supposed to be 6'4". I don't know about you, bro, but this kid looked bigger than Dillian White. Think about it. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie Hearn is 6'4".
He towering over Eddie? Oh, he right next to Eddie.
He right next to Eddie.
I saw Eddie Hearn is too.
Eddie is tall, bro. Eddie's tall, man. So that's why I do the measuring, because when you see Eddie and Joshua, they be neck and neck talking to each other. So anybody that's neck and neck talking to Eddie, I know is actually really tall.
So
Yeah,
right,
Itauma could have had a growth spurt. The kid is 20. That's what people are forgetting.
yeah,
God
he's a
forbid
baby.
he could grow
Bro.
2 more inches, bro. We got friends that grew in. Remember Darian from high school?
Yeah.
He was mad little all through high school, and he just grew. Senior year in college, I seen him. He's taller than me by like 2 inches. I said, dude, we graduated the same height. Man grew in college.
Yeah.
I'm saying Itauma can have a growth spurt. That's scary, bro.
The IBF rankings are a little bit more skewered. You got Derek Chisora as 2, FAA Jogba at 3, Frank Sanchez at 4.
That's who I was talking about before, Cuban Flash.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua at 5, and you got Moses at 6. And guess who's right behind him on his heels? Michael Hunter.
Michael Hunter been chasing. Poor Michael. He need to beat a top 2 or 3.
That Jared Miller fight ain't gonna do nothing for him though. That Jared Miller, big baby.
They announced that. Big
baby. Don King said he put it on his card. He sued actually Turkey for trying to steal Michael off of his out of his promotion. Like, we have an exclusive right. Don King is a dog, is a beast. Because he has exclusive right to promote him. So you remember how he likes to go around the promoters and straight to the fighters to get the fight done?
Turkey, no joke.
Yeah, you gotta know who you messing with. I thought Hearn was 6'6". I might have to go look at this dude's height now.
I mean, Thomas, I'm afloat. I said I'm gonna float between 6'4", 6'5", because he doesn't look taller. He doesn't look necessarily AJ's height. And I know AJ. Yeah, 6'5". AJ is a true 6'6" to me. Some people are just true to the height. You know what I mean? They just you can't deny them.
Chisora at 2 as well. Hey, the IBF prices ain't updated.
Chisora, and I love Chisora too. Chisora is the UK's Gabriel Rosado, right?
That was Dillian White.
No, I would actually.
It's Chisora.
I would have to say Chisora, bro, because Dillian White doesn't have. This is gonna sound crazy. Dillian White. Okay, hear me out. Dillian White don't have as much skills as Rosado, but he has less losses. So I'm not gonna say. To me, Chisora neck and neck. They both got double-digit losses.
Gabe has been robbed on a few cards though by being a B-side fighter. Being the B-side, being the guy who's supposed to just come in and make the other guy look good. If he doesn't get a knockout, I've seen losses on his record where if you watch that fight, Gabe won.
Yeah. I agree.
The loss is the loss, and they move forward. Hunter versus Chisora, that's who Hunter should pursue.
Yeah. Chisora trying to get a huge money fight. That wouldn't be Hunter, and Hunter would beat Chisora. Whether now, 5 years ago, Hunter would have beat Chisora. I think Fabio Wardley is the problem for Hunter. Fabio Wardley is a problem. I can see Michael outboxing Fabio Wardley, and Fabio Wardley just landing them cracker of a right hook, my friend. Because Fabio Wardley, I could probably do a better one, but you know what I mean, bro. Talio.
T and Crumpus.
But Wardley, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a believer. Thomas, because now I feel like Thomas is a kindred spirit. Thomas, are you a believer? I'm a believer in Wardley's power. I think he's raw. I think he has wonderful timing, and he has that kind of fast twitch, almost like Itauma, like a middleweight fast twitch. With that, I would pick Itauma over Wardley because Itauma has the IQ. But that's one of those fights that whoever catch who first,
that's two people cracking. That's two heavy people cracking.
So
cracking and throwing punches with reckless abandonment for the outcome.
Yeah.
Once it drops, be careful.
You could throw your money in the air with that one. Like you just throw a little bit on each guy. You never, because anyone can win. Who else you said? Yo, that's some heat on that lineup, son. Chisora, I don't know what he's doing there.
Could just be the rankings, because I feel like the other ones, the WBA, WBC, was a lot more current. Like you've seen guys fight and they're moving up steadily, or they've been pushed back. Like I see why Anthony Joshua is not completely out of the top 10. There's a reason and there's cause for why you want certain guys there, because you want to justify certain fights. You kind of always do. You always want to put yourself in a position where, okay, Joshua, we're either going to do this Jake Paul fight, which I'm not sure.
Easy money. Yeah, easy. That's easy money.
Anthony Joshua, or do you want to try again for the belt? Because maybe Usyk is on his way out. The dude done defended his belt a bunch of time. He's got the money. You know what I mean? Like, I can see his warrior spirit, but eventually you don't want to get old in the ring or be fed to one of these young lions.
I mean, unfortunately, Joshua already got fed. He should have beat Daniel, bro. He moved like we spoke about that fight already. He should have beat Daniel. So to me, over everything else, the writing is on the wall for Joshua's run for a heavyweight title being done, because it was an IQ problem that lost him the Daniel Dubois fight, and I think that's more troubling to me. That it wasn't like a speed, it wasn't a timing, it was an IQ problem, which means you could be regressing, and if you're regressing, ain't no way you're beating Usyk. And if you got clipped by Triple D like that, you're going to get clipped by one of these young guns like Itauma or Wardley. So to me, fight Jake Paul, get that bag, and then finish off with Fury or Deontay and call it a day.
So the thing is that I always put things in perspective. He has a lifetime promotional contract with Eddie Hearn. So
AJ.
Yeah. So not only is Eddie going to protect his best asset, he's also going to want to make sure that the money slides into his pocket just as much as well. You know what I mean? And I don't know if an Andre Ward fight is lucrative. I don't know who puts the money up for it. I don't know if it's something that will sell out. But Eddie Hearn is doing what's best for himself, then AJ. You know what I mean? Not AJ then himself. It's Eddie Hearn first and thing last. That's why he never took the Wilder fight.
I mean, but that Wilder, I love that comment. The dented skull. Yeah, Wardley is, and Frazier Clark is massive, bro. And he dented that man.
I was just about to turn that fight on too.
Yeah, that was good. I watched it on repeat. Yeah, but it's tough because even with the AJ fight and Deontay, I'm gonna be honest, I always leaned AJ.
Skill-wise, that he would be able to out-shuffle him.
And I think his power is just as devastating. Deontay's is just seemingly more devastating because it literally is one punch, and the rest of the fight is normally trash up until that one punch. With AJ, he'll hit you with that one punch. You see the buildup with AJ. So I think the power. I think the power levels are pretty much the same. Except at least AJ, you get to see the buildup. With Deontay, you don't see anything happening.
A setup.
Thank you. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, he's more calculated, or he's more deceptive of how he's going to distribute.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say AJ is more of a knockout boxer puncher, and Deontay's just was a straight knockout artist. Yeah. Yeah, because that's all he could do. And now that he can't knock people out anymore, I don't know what he's going to do. That's why I don't want to see him. I don't want him to get knocked out or get dropped. And he's mad skinny, bro. That's when now him being mad skinny is going to weigh on him negatively. Because once these guys are not afraid of his power, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah. We don't know. Another guy in Eddie Hearn stable. I mean, that's why he's making the Chris Eubank fight and part two.
Wow,
no one wants to see, but
that's a good point. Yeah, Jalil Hackett is so talented, bro. Eddie dropped him. I don't think I realized Eddie dropped him.
Not dropped him, but the push is not there.
The push is not there.
Yeah, you'll see by how he's promoted, because there's always a spot, in my opinion, for the guys who are not at world level.
Yeah, Eddie sees the money.
Hey,
Eddie sees the money. His dad is a shark. His pops is one of the legendary sharks of the game. So
who?
Eddie Hearn's dad.
Oh yeah,
Barry Hearn. I think it's Barry Hearn. So he comes from a family. People love to say Eddie comes from money. He does come from money, but he doesn't. He comes from money that had to work hard for the money. So his dad taught him how to work hard to keep the money that, you know what I'm saying? So I respect Eddie's hustle to a degree, but, I'm not like it. I'm not an admirer of his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think
with him having some of our stars over in his stable, we
I just
see
wanted
the
to take care of
dysfunction,
them.
and we
Yeah.
want to get as far away from it as possible because. And we're going to jump to 154 now. We're going to talk about Jaron Boots Ennis and the likes of a lot of other fighters in that division. I actually want to, before we go over there, can we talk about Ray Ford and
Abraham Nova, man.
yeah.
Nova.
Go ahead. Cook if you can. Because
You
I
know,
got some stuff to say.
I think I said it in a voice note. Raymond, okay, so people hopefully will understand this. Raymond is already a champion. He's also a champion that should have still been undefeated, in my opinion. But one thing I've always said about Ford is I think he's great. I think he'll be a champion in this weight class. I don't want people to take offense to this. I don't find him special. I think he does a lot of special things. And that's why he can hang with special fighters. But when it comes to people like Abraham Nova, that's when I think my statement holds true.
Yeah.
Because Abraham Nova is the type to help you see if this guy is special or if he's just really, really good. And I think it kind of showed because Abraham Nova is a banana skin. So he will expose whether you're really special. Like, I'm repeating myself. And I think he showed that Raymond is good. Raymond is good. But, like, let's be real. But with the way Ray was talking to the way that he barely beat him, you know, I think his ceiling will be 135. And I don't know who – it depends on who the champions are at 135. But I think Raymond's ceiling will be 135. And I can't say he'll be undisputed at 130 either because, you know, he got some heat at 130.
Right.
What are your thoughts? Feel bad for Nova. He's a good fighter, man.
I continue to say this each time I see him fight. He needs to make a statement. You're in the division with you have the loudest echo chamber, which is Eddie Hearn, speaking on your behalf. But what he hasn't done is secured you anything moving forward. He did give you a nice bag for that 4-on-4, you know, the advertisement for it, the build-up. That was cool versus Nick Bull. But you also stayed at a weight class one fight longer than you needed to be for that bag.
Yeah. And that's the arrogance of it all, right?
Right. If you're going to – if I took that L or that perceived loss for your benefit and for you moving forward, I need you to move me like someone who you still expect to compete at this world level. There's Espinoza hasn't fought. Is Espinoza? No, is
Raphael? Raphael definitely fought.
I'm at the wrong weight class.
Yeah, that's 126.
6. Right. There's a few guys who have not been active at 130 for whatever reason.
Oh,
now,
Shockey.
they can have right.
When
they
did
can have
Shockey fight last?
I think when he re-won his belt from what's that boy name that Shakur beat? Conceição.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Since then he's been quiet. But procure me something that gets me right back so you can start promoting me like the world talent level I am.
Yeah.
You believed in me from when I was younger, like 16, 17, you signed me to a DAZN contract. Right? And you got me a world championship, not with you, but on Top Rank. Got to pay attention to those things. You sent me across the bay. I was down on them scorecards. If it wasn't for that knockout, I'd have really lost that fight.
Yeah.
So with Ford, why am I on the prelims? Why am I fighting on the prelims of a card? I should be where main event or the undercard fights are. You shouldn't be fighting in front of two people.
Right.
What's up, D1? Salute.
Yo, so it looks like I'm not seeing all of the comments.
Because I'm clicking them. They're not actually populating. I got to update this thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that way
he
we
said
can
G5.
watch it.
I'm missing G5 comments.
Oh, no, that's me. I'm G5.
You G5?
No, am I missing G5? No, I can't see his comments. Where G5 at? Yeah, I ain't seeing none of that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing his comments at all. I'm looking at the live chat. It looks like I don't see anything in the live chat, and I don't see
private chat. No, that's just me.
I see Thomas. I see D1.
Oh, my fault, G5. Yo, that is my bad. I don't know why it's not popping up. Oh, let me check the phone real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying.
Yeah, so I just
Ray.
I just expect for him to be moved in a way that benefits and shows the appreciation that's there for a Ray Ford.
Yeah.
Ray Ford.
Look how they're moving Nick Ball. We just Nick Ball just up here, and the man just get fight after fight after fight.
Yeah, and I think he lost to SamGoodman too, in my opinion.
Oof, that was a tough one. I like SamGoodman. I almost put money on him. I'm happy I didn't. But Nick Ball is beatable.
Like the scorecards did not show that.
Good.
I don't see him in any of the chats. Hold on, go ahead. I'm cooking.
I'm just saying Nick Ball. I actually like Nick Ball. To me, he might Pitbull. Be even. Yeah, he reminds me of Pitbull. Might be a little sharper than Pitbull, but he's good. But I can see his reign being stopped like soon. Like he's almost there already. Because he's just too little. He's just too little. He's not special enough for the size that he is, but he is a good fight. He's a great fighter. I don't want nobody to think I'm coming at a champion who defended his title 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
I can't say nothing to that.
Yeah, that's not he's a champion.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. To me, he's a great fighter like Ray. I would say Ray is a better quality boxer, but at the end of the day, he got a win over Ray too. So he's a great fighter. I just he don't. It's not special to me, and I could see him getting beat. Nobody seems like a world beater. I don't know who the world beater is at 126 or 130. Stephen Fulton don't have enough power to be a world beater. Usyk, he be delayed for me. I think he seemed beatable, but he's really good. He could beat anybody on any given day. Who else? And then what's his name? Lamont Roach got to come back. He's here on his Tank Davis tour. He got to come back. He should have came back and said, forget about Tank and just start chopping down the champions.
Yeah, I mean, I love Usyk as a fighter. I don't know why they would do that to me by putting Usyk and Cool Boy, 2 guys that I really root for and respect against one another. Like, I ain't rooting in that fight. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it because
for who?
Usyk
and who else?
Cool Boy. They're supposed to fight at 1.
Oh yeah, man, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight.
Tough fight.
I don't know. I'd love to hear your take first because we got to get to the Ennis take too. We got to get to that.
Well, I don't want to really talk on that fight until it gets announced. It's a good fight.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for undercard and everything.
Let's wait.
Yeah,
because you may be surprised at my answer.
I mean, you got to be rolling. What you call it?
Yeah, but let's get to Jaron Ennis. So, what do you got? What are your thoughts on what Jaron Ennis as of today? Who is he supposed to be fighting?
Uzma Lima.
Okay, and then supposedly he'll be fighting Ortiz next.
2026. If all things go right, no injuries, everyone makes it out of their fight clean.
And Ortiz is supposed to be fighting Lubin. I'm hearing.
Lubin. Correct.
Is that
Sebastian Lubin? That's who he's supposed to be taking on. 1 week or the week after Jaron Ennis supposedly will be fighting. So,
and Thurman Fundora.
Gotcha.
Yo, and nobody wants to fight Murder Zalia.
It's not profitable.
I know it's dangerous.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that's the reason.
He could change your trajectory.
True.
That boy, he could change the trajectory of your career.
I mean, no one wanted to bid on Lubin versus Baccarat when it was ordered by the IBF. That's something that you have to take into account.
And that would have been a good fight for as long as it lasts. I don't know. I have a tough time with this one. So, Jaron, I watched a little bit of Lima. He's going to whitewash Lima. But I'm curious to see. The guy's a good height. You know, he's been at the weight for a little while. So, I'm just curious to see how Jaron handles him. I think he'll handle him fine.
Mm-hmm.
The Ortiz-Lubin is a tough fight. But it's a good test, really. It's a better test for really Ortiz because Lubin shares physical dimensions and skills with Jaron. About the same height, long-armed, really good offensively, good punch variety, except Jaron has better feet. Jaron seems to have a better chin, and Jaron can do everything I just said, but on both sides.
Right.
And Lubin does not. So it'll be a good fight. I would edge Ortiz, unfortunately. I root for Lubin, but I would edge Ortiz. Like I told you, I think Fundora is going to beat Thurman. I think it's going to be good for the first 6. But I don't know. After that, I really don't know. I think Fundora beats him. I'll pause there. Go.
Well, so before we jump into the actual fights, I would just say that
the hand injury. Mm-hmm.
No. This comment, I'm assuming it pertains to Usyk
Last
fight versus Conceição as to why he wasn't as active. He even spoke about it on Cigar Talk, which was a good interview with Najee. About he just thought he had an easy night at the office, so he did that, and it almost hurt him to the worst level, which is him losing his world title.
Right.
But Jaron boots Ennis, Philly. One reason why I'm like I got back into boxing. One of the people who I really admire. Like he is not my how I go about my business because he doesn't speak as much as I do. But at world level and at a world class fighter, I also want the representation behind you to be world class. To be as you are. Like you don't speak, you just fight. You're doing a bad job, Eddie. Like before this fight even rolls out, bad contracts, people saying all types of things. I don't feel like you defend him enough. Like a guy who doesn't speak and you're the person who speaks for him, please get your messaging together. Yo,
dude, it's
this and not this. I gave this guy 250. I gave this guy 100.
No, I might agree with you because I'll be honest, the way I always rated Eddie for the way that he talks about his fighters, and he does talk highly about Jaron when he talks about him. But you're right, bro. I feel like this Lima fight, it appeared, and I know he knows people are not going to be excited about it, but yeah, man, I might agree with you. I could see. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We don't know what resistance Eddie gets from Jaron's team, because that's the thing. I will say we do talk
there too.
Yeah, we do talk bad about some of these promoters sometimes, but the thing that we do miss is the perspective of here's what the fighter wants to do, but here's what the team is saying. And then now here's what the promoter is saying. So then it ends up being
right. Because there is a chain effect that goes down with a lot of these fighters where I'm the promoter, but Dad is the manager.
Yeah.
Then we have the fighter. So
right. So imagine it's all three, right? For this moment, Lamana in the picture is your pops. We all chatting, and I'm your promoter, and you like, yo, Sean, I can't wait to fight Jaron and Brian Norman. And I'm like, yeah, all right, it's interesting fights, champ. I like those fights. What about, I don't know, what about, what's his name? Woo!
Blair the Cobbs. What
about Blair the Cobbs? And you're like, nah, screw Blair Cobbs. You walk away, but now it's me and your pops. Your pops is like, yo, I like the Blair Cobbs fight before this fight. So you're like, okay, so now I get interviewed. The pops leave. I get interviewed by seconds out. Like, yeah, who you thinking of? Well, we really like the Norman or Jaron fight, but we love Blair Cobbs as well. So we're thinking about all options. And then you as a fighter never talk to your pops. Pops don't talk to you. You go tell Cigar Talk, yo, I never said nothing about Blair Cobbs. Everybody's telling the truth. You see what I just did?
Well, yeah, too many hands in the pot. Too many hands in the pot.
That's why I like fighters when fighters be like, you know what? I don't know. This is where or I like when fighters be like, I would like to fight all of these guys, talk to my manager. Because if you are not the one talking directly to the promoter, like some of these guys supposedly are able to do, like Haney, air quotes, Shakur, Terrence, these guys are supposedly at the table. Yeah. If you can't be at the table, then I'm not going to speak, because the reality is you can want whatever you want, but your career is at the moment not fully in your hands.
Yeah.
So when I have an interview, here's who I would want, but talk to my promoter.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who they're giving me.
And this is why I love the likes of an Al Heyman, bro. As much as people might despise him, as much as people may not like how he goes about his business, his not speaking, but things get done, bro. Because I now can see the vision. Even if in air quotes they ordered Tim Tszyu versus, or not ordered, but the fight with Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman is done. They don't tell you it's done, but they drop breadcrumbs. Tim Tszyu, Brian Mendoza, when he gets knocked out, that's in there. Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. They just drop the tea leaves and allow you to then, in your mind, like they're promoting the fight. The app before the announcement, you can see the tea leaves of stuff happening.
Yeah, I like how
I'm going to drop Keith Thurman versus Brock Jarvis. Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. What a highlight reel. And it's like they have their own team doing it, but you can now see the tea leaves of how things get done. And remember, we're all speculating. We're just like, I hope that's a good fight. That's not a good fight to me. But then they're going, how much that video just did that we dropped?
Right.
Oh,
that kind of view. Okay.
And I also see how they build up the under. Yeah, bro. Tell me you wouldn't want to see Gary A versus Pitbull.
Ooh, that'd be a nice fight. I get Gary all day.
Of course, but all action. You put them co-main event.
That's a great fight.
That's a great fight.
If you can't see me, I'm just checking my computer.
Nah, you Gucci. So when he was with PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, there was a lot less rigmarole to his fights. They were more strategic. Like you understood he didn't fight Speedy Rashidi because Speedy lost to Villa. So that derailed that fight from happening.
Yeah.
So he fought Villa. He beat Villa. Okay, cool. I want Bud. I want a championship. All right, well, Boots, we can't really give you that. We got these other two guys that are ahead of you. He has 3 belts. He got 4. We're not going to let you jump the line to mess up this undisputed fight and mess up the money. But here's what we can do in the interim for you so you stay active and you stay, crushing it because we're going to promote you. I'm going to put you on Tank's undercard. Tank's a pay-per-view fighter. Hey, how about a little split of that? You get 2%. Whatever we make that night.
Right? You calling it, bro? You ain't saying nothing wrong, player. Hold on 1 second. Keep going, though. I'm listening.
Despite his natural talents and hues, his practice is just icing on the cake because it's scorching them at their own game. It is, bro. Listen, Al Heyman has produced some of the best talent in entertainment history. Entered Michael Jackson. That's it. Beyonce, Drake. These are people who are multi-million. He understands what he's doing.
Multi-platinum.
Multi. Right? I got to figure out how to paste the link in the chat as well. We'll try to fix that in a little bit.
Thomas made a funny comment too about Keith Thurman doing one time, something like that.
Yeah, because he used to be Keith one time Thurman, but one time maybe it might be take 1 or 2, 3 more. But my thing is, he's a live dog in all fights. Mm-hmm. Like Keith don't lay down, Keith don't quit. He's gonna go out on the shield. Keith has also been someone who's never been knocked out. He's lost to one guy, an all-time great, Is Keith Thurman a Hall of Famer?
If you put Sean Porter in the Hall of Fame, you got to put Keith Thurman in the Hall of Fame.
No. If you put Timothy Bradley in the Hall of Fame, then everyone gets in on default because that dude ain't beat nobody ever in life, and his comments do not age like fine wine. And what you call it? No, but he's a unified champion at welterweight, unified. He also defended his belt multiple times. He's also moved up in weight and got some wins. Now, if he becomes a 2-division champion, stamp it. And think about the guys he beat. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Did he fight AB? No, right? Keith didn't fight AB. Good fight.
But no. Let me tell you this. If Keith remotely stayed active, he would have been Gucci, bro, because his welterweight resume is goated. He has a pretty great, next to Sean Porter, I would have said he had the next best resume. Errol, Sean,
I thought he beat Pac-Man
and
too.
Keith. I thought he beat Pac-Man barely, but I thought he beat Pac-Man. So Keith just didn't stay active, bro. That's why I would have said he would have went down as one of the best welterweights, period. Because his style is very unorthodox, but he's sharp, great IQ, and he can thump. He can still thump, like you said.
You know when you realize some of the guys who where they get their prowess from, amateurs, bro. When you hear Keith versus Boo Boo Andre in the amateurs,
that's crazy.
By the way, that fight's on YouTube.
And Keith beat him? Keith beat him or Andre? I heard
it's a good fight.
I'm hearing Demetrius used to put hands on people in the amateurs.
Hands, feet, toes, everything.
Sean Porter just told a story about how he actually was happy he avoided him 1 year. And then the second year, he thought he was going to avoid him and realized he was clearing everybody out. And then he,
just for him.
Figuratively speaking, looked to the right and realized like the last man standing was Demetrius. And he was like, damn, son. He ended up losing.
Yeah, Boo Boo was a problem. So that's our hour. Salute to everybody. G5, I apologize. I'm definitely going to try to fix that because we definitely enjoyed the back and forth in the chat. I'm definitely going to look into it. Couldn't see you there today, but Bruce Gass, Thomas Hill. Because the engagement is tough because it makes the flow of the comments like, we don't want everybody to agree. We want people to be like, man, you shut up, you stupid.
No, I agree. I'm just laughing at Thomas's comment.
Yeah, Rocky Balboa is in, so everybody gets in. You know what I mean?
That's what we like too.
Fictional character is in the. I mean, that's just let you know how serious boxing is.
Yeah, or ridiculous it is.
Yeah,
that you put a non-boxing. Well, yeah, whatever.
I wonder when Creed gets in.
Dude, I don't think. So here's the thing. We can end it with this. This is not even like a race thing. This is just simply Creed did not have the generational effect that Rocky Balboa did.
True.
So if you look through the years from first Rocky to Rocky 5, the way Sylvester Stallone has stayed intertwined with boxing, I can respect that. Did I think he belonged in the Hall of Fame? You can give him a special something.
I think he got. I don't know
if he needed a Hall of Fame, but I would respect that. Michael B. Jordan, you wouldn't even have seen him at a boxing match. I think if it would have been like a big boxing match, like a Mayweather. Yeah. All due respect to Michael, you know what I'm saying? But now I don't know. You never know if he does more Creeds. You never know, but it don't have the same effect. It's not the same story. It's not during the same time. Rocky came out at a time when America needed. You know what I'm saying? They needed a little spice. And if you think about it, Rocky's the blackest white person that they could root for. So it made sense.
Poor, bro. He was poor.
Yeah, he was one of us. He had a little tan. They knew what they was doing with him because they knew black people would be like, yo, he's tanned.
It's the impact of boxing that dictates who gets it, not the accolades.
Ooh, there we go.
You said it. Peace and blessings, my brother. Thank you for the time. Thomas Hill. I see you over at some other platform. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Good show.
Love. Good show. I'm going to try to actually get some quality chop-ups for you, but we're going to talk.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right, brother. Peace.